gang on this, Very wicked gang on this, Yeah,
Nice.
feeling.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this
Hey,
shit bang.
hey, blacked out, pulling up and everybody act out. Ops out, gas out, run up on me, get whacked out. Bitch on, hot shit. Nigga sleeping on me, tell him watch this. Jumping on stage in a
Rock on.
mosh pit. Bitch nigga run up your profits. Can't let a bitch nigga press me. Fuck about a hoe, my bitch too sexy. Bands all blue like Pepsi. I be rocking out on stage like Presley. Said he want smoke, that's a bet, G. Think you survive, nigga, run up and let's see. Dripping with the water like a jet ski. Dipping on 12, they got everyone to set me. Bout my shit, no cap in the rap. Stay with the flows, nigga, cat in the hat. Feel like God from dressing in black. Ain't started flexing till I had a stack. V8 the motor, this a Corvette. Last year I was whipping a Corolla. I just put lean in the soda. Think I might throw it. He ain't about shit, but he steady throw it forward. Prada and Balenciaga. I get the cheese, count up the ricotta. I'm tryna blow up, could call me Osama. I run these niggas, I feel like T'Challa. I got a rack and I came from a dollar. She tryna get at me, I ain't gon' holler. They tryna hit me up cause I ain't coming up. But at the end of the day, they don't get nada. Fuck about friends, they fake. I just wanna count my cake, I ain't never caught no case. Going in the first 48, Money gon' walk my way. I be getting bags all day, Henny go straight to the face. Fuck around and crash my Wraith, Screw. Blacked out, pulling up and everybody act out. Ops out, gas out, run up on me, get whacked out. Bitch on, hot shit. Nigga sleeping on me, tell him watch this. Jumping on stage in a mosh pit. Bitch nigga run up your profits.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for stopping by the AMC Vigilantes channel on a Sunday. You know you never see me here on a Sunday, but I do have a special guest for you guys today. None other than Jackson Hunter himself. Can we get a round of applause in the chat for Jackson Hunter? What's going on, bro? Thank you so much for stopping by the AMC Vigilantes channel. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, man. It's been a killer couple of weeks we've been having here with AMC, and actually, you know, in the market in general. So, basically, I want people that haven't come and seen you, you know, maybe a few of my followers, not a lot of them, maybe haven't seen what you have to say on your channel, so it gives them more of an open platform to see what you have to say, because some of your information, most of your information is absolutely phenomenal, and your recent stuff has been mind-blowing. So it gets me even more bullish every time that I watch it. So Jackson Hunter, everyone. Let's see. So I do have a couple of things to start off with. The last video that I saw that you put out, you had said specifically September 1st was a start to phase 5, and then you had talked about the CAT system in there. So could you kind of reiterate on that a little bit and just kind of give a little quick summary for the people that are in the chat now?
Yeah, so September 1st is big for two reasons. ISDA phase 5 is starting, and ISDA basically sets up the initial margin requirements for members in the stock market. And since 2016, that was phase 1. And then phase 2 was 2017, phase 3 was 2018, and so on. And so this year it's phase 5. And basically what that means is they are upping the initial margin requirements. And so if the margin requirements are higher, there's a higher likelihood of defaulting on margin calls. And when that happens, I think a lot of people know, but if they don't know, if you default on a margin call, it's similar to missing mortgage payments on a house, and then you get your house, foreclosed. So you get your assets liquidated, and you would be forced to close your short positions. And now I'm not saying anything in particular is going to happen, but there is a greater likelihood of margin calls defaulting because of ISDA phase 5 on September 1st. And then also you have the CAT system implementation. CAT stands for Consolidated Audit Trail, as opposed to the OATS, the OATS. So it's a transition from OATS to CAT. And basically that allows for more transparency in the market and more legitimate, more truthful tracking of positions in the market, of short positions, long positions. So greater transparency, obviously greater for the retail investor.
Which is what we've been kind of fighting for this whole time, is transparency. You know, having information at our disposal that these other companies do, like at a snap of the finger, and we have to fight and claw for and do hours and days of research, digging through SEC filings from years and years ago. Like, okay, we got the information that we need, but these guys had it 16 days ago. So yeah, man, that's incredible. And then you also mentioned September 8th GameStop earnings. So do you think they're going to be good?
Yeah, I think they're going to blow the estimates out of the water. GameStop has such a, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But by the way, GameStop has such a loyal and faithful customer base that I would be shocked if they didn't destroy the estimates. AMC just beat the estimates a few weeks ago. Yeah, see, Absolutely. You're nodding your head. You saw that. Like, I think it surprised a lot of people. It didn't surprise the apes, though, because the apes are loyal, and I've been going out to the movies. We've all been going out to the movies and buying popcorn and sodas. And who cares if they're $6? Like, it tastes better the more it costs, right? That's a little joke right there. But no, GameStop's earnings, I think, are going to be phenomenal. There's a reason why Ryan Cohen hired literally dozens of ex-Amazon employees to GameStop and ex-Chewy employees as well. And I implore people to look up the history of Chewy. Ryan Cohen was 25 years old when he was I believe the CEO of that company, and just turned it into the biggest pet supplies, pet toys superstore in the world. At the age of 20. Yeah, exactly. And I think my girlfriend's used it before too for her dog. And, just imagine that, dude, at 25, I barely graduated college,
And he's already, running a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah. And if you just watch an interview with that guy speak, he exudes confidence, and he knows what he's going to do, and he knows he has the capability to do it. And so I'm stoked for GameStop. I'm stoked for AMC, and that's how I roll.
Yeah, I do also believe that GameStop's earnings are going to be much better than expected. And when GameStop has its run, AMC has its run. We're always kind of right there with each other. So I always like when someone that holds GME is friendly with someone that holds AMC, and then vice versa. And when they hold both, I love it as well. So, we're all apes in this, so it's fantastic. We got a bunch of people in the chat that I've been completely 100% ignoring, so we can't do that anymore. Marston XTG, what's going up? What's going on, bro? I can't speak today. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Randall Cornett, what's up, Jackson? Hey, what's up, Randall?
I love that dude.
Isn't he funny, man? He has some great information too.
Yeah.
West Virginian crypto miner. Hey, what's up, Vigilante and Jackson? Good to see you both together. Much love from the mountains, my friends. What's going on, bro? Fractal cycle theories are insane. Avert the herd. 10 times move according to the fractals. So is that what you and Astro were talking about the other day?
Yes. Actually, directly before I got on this call, I was watching Astro's video. I think he put it out today, the 10x fractal video. So yesterday I had Astro on my channel, and by the way, that wasn't my first time meeting him. I've been going back and forth with Astro since probably April with him and Bigums. They've been giving me a lot of research behind the scenes. So it might look like I do all of the research, but sometimes people send it to me. And a long time ago, a dude named Astro, this freaking rock star of a wild child, hit me up, and he came to me with the bonds theory, and a lot of that turned out to be true. And that was riveting information when I found that out. I was on a phone call at 5 a.m. with these guys all night, and Bigums had been up for 30 hours researching the bonds, and it was awesome, dude. It was such a cool point in the story. But back to his fractal theory. So for the viewers that are watching, a fractal is like a microcosm, and all these microcosms make up the macrocosm that looks just like the microcosm. So, my introduction to fractals was I wasn't much of a psychedelic user. I had my own things that I enjoyed. But a lot of people that use certain psychedelics will say that they see things in fractals, and so that means that like the ceiling fan above me, like you would see that as like 100 different ceiling fans, and then those 100 ceiling fans make up a gigantic ceiling fan. So that is a fractal.
Okay.
And you can see it a lot of places naturally occurring in nature. And so what Astro saw on the charts is that AMC has been repeating this cycle, and it's a couple months long cycle, and we're about to be entering a new cycle, and it's probably going to be a green price movement cycle. No promises, but everything's looking to that. And it also lines up with Cryan's The Theory of Everything. I implore everybody to go read that DD. I think it literally explains everything from A to Z on GameStop, on AMC, probably BlackBerry, EXPR, Cost, Bed Bath & Beyond. But read that DD, Cryan's The Theory of Everything. It literally will explain everything and why it's moved the way it has. And the interesting thing is, I should probably talk about this in one of my videos, but if the buying pressure has remained basically consistently the same, people are buying more and more shares like every single week, then the price action should theoretically be going up on that same consistent basis, but it's not. Since June 2nd, it's been going down. And so basically you can think of it as a cup that's full of water. And this cup, every once in a while, every 3 months in this case, it overflows into the share price. And you see that every 3 months, okay? And we're about to come into this new cycle for the past since like early June, since June 2nd, we've been in a descending cycle. I think we're about to start the ascending cycle. And you could talk to Astro, more about this theory. But basically, if you look at AMC on the 15-minute or on like a week-long chart, it looks the exact same as if it's on the month chart. And the month chart looks the exact same as it's on the 3-month chart. So that's my understanding. And I think you can really look at it, and it can help you predict where AMC and GME are going to go in the future.
That's that's incredible. So basically we're about to go into, based off of what we have in our beliefs and our opinions, that it's going to go up. It's going to start ascending on top of September 1st, on top of new margin requirements. And then, did I read correctly? Also, was it either September 1st or 3rd, something to do, I believe it came out with the DTCC saying that hedge funds and other companies could no longer use reverse repo as a means for meeting their collateral requirements.
I believe you're correct.
So that in itself is also fantastic. So, you saw, I believe the last reverse repo I saw was $1.1 trillion. So, and I believe that was spread out. The number is either in my head, it's either 85 or 117 companies. I don't know why those two numbers are in my head, but if it's 85, that means that's $13 billion per company that is giving out in that 1 day return ratio. So if that one company needs $13 billion in collateral to meet their margin requirements, and they don't have that now on a daily basis, hello MOASS. I can't. 3 solid weeks is something that I haven't seen in a very long time, and now everyone is, from what I'm reading, the DD that I'm looking at, the TAs that I'm seeing, not just from you, not just from Astro, but from Merck, from Unusual Whales, from Aviv, is saying that we are going up. This next week could be a huge bullish week from us. I've even heard rumors of triple digits. Triple digits, my friends. No dates,
I wouldn't be surprised.
No dates, no numbers, but we got I got the feeling and I got the conviction right here that we're going to continue going up, guys. And the apes that came in at 50 and 60, 65 and 70, we have not forgotten you, and we are coming back. And even the apes that bought in with GameStop in the 300s and are still holding, the brothers and sisters are coming back from you as well. Let's see. Oh, man, we got Martian in here as well. I'm going to call to the mothership. 100K confirmed. All right. Hello, MOASS soon. What's up, Pam the Trader? What did Avert the Herd say? He says something in here that I liked. Up until now, 60 to 80% buying pressure has been hidden in the dark pools. Dark pools itself has been something that's just pissing me off lately. It's blatant. It's right there in our faces. It's like, this is the information that's not even hidden. Like, we can clearly see that 64, 61, 70% is traded in the dark pools. Like, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. Oh yeah, here it is. Avert the Herd. Plus new regulations, margin requirements, FOMO, options in the money, T plus 35 cycle. Holy shit, I'm getting excited. I mean, if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what else will. And then in the same video that you have with the September 1st Phase 5, you also talked about what is delaying the MOASS. And then a couple of things that you hit on. Could you hit on those again for the people that are in the chat?
Yeah, for sure. So indirect order routing, with what Vigilante is talking about with the dark pools, when most of the time, if you're on a PFOF engaged broker, which unfortunately a lot of retail investors still are, and it's hard to kind of circumvent that. There's a couple that don't do it. Fidelity and I believe Vanguard do not. I use Fidelity as one of my main brokers, but check with your broker. So check with your broker to see if they're directly routing it to the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. That's direct routing. There's a couple other direct venues, but most of the time your broker is actually sending your order through a dark pool, through a dark exchange. And the opposite of that is a lit pool or a lit exchange. And so if you want your order to make an impact on the share price, you don't want it going through the dark pool. So check with your broker. That has been delaying the MOASS, but we're learning these things as we go, right? Like, I didn't know dark pools existed until maybe like May, and I think a lot of people were in the same boat. So we're learning as we go. And so that's like a huge thing, indirect order routing. So check with your broker, see if your orders are making an impact on the share price. That's the first thing. Let me pull up the other two. I'm a little bit underslept right now at the moment, brother. Sorry.
I bet, man. All you've been doing is doing research in DD for the apes. I can only imagine. But based off of what you were saying before, we're learning and growing. I mean, imagine a few months ago when we were like, guys, we got to buy the ask. This is what we got to do. We got to slap that ask. That was the biggest thing for a while. Everyone wasn't doing market orders anymore. They were doing limit orders on the ask price. So that was where we were back then, and now we are here saying we got to do our orders on the lit exchange through Fidelity. Me personally, I have Webull. I got rid of Robinhood, and I no longer buy on Webull. I opened up a Fidelity account, and all my buys will be going through Fidelity from now on, but I will not transfer out of Webull. I'm just not going to do anything with it. It's going to sit there. I'm not going to buy. I have my options through Webull. But Fidelity is all through where my shares go, and they go through the lit exchange, and I mean, I don't see obviously an impact because I'm not buying thousands and thousands and thousands of shares at a time. I don't have that kind of money, but it makes me feel better knowing that my exchanges are not going to the dark pool, or my trades are not going to the dark pool.
Yeah. So the other two things are payment for order flow, which is directly related to order routing. Citadel and Virtue, they have basically a monopoly or a duopoly, I guess you could call it, on order flow. Okay, so Citadel pays brokers a lot of money to get the order flow of retail traders, and they can basically send your trades. If you don't dictate it, if you don't clarify where you want your orders going, they can basically go, okay, we got these 1,000 shares. I'm going to send it through this dark pool right here. They can do that because why? They've paid for order flow. 80% of Robinhood's business is payment for order flow. If that gets banned, which the government is actually talking about right now, if that gets banned, their business is out of the window. That's 80% of their revenue. They will not survive, which is is why you're seeing these ads on Twitter and all over the place trying to entice people saying you can win $100,000 if you sign up with Robinhood. Dude, it's like, God, it's
How
the most
blatant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the most glaring form of corruption I've ever seen in my life. And mind you, I worked at a law firm for 10 years on and off. So, and then number 3, wasted premium options. And this is the deal with options. So I think everybody knows at this point, but an option, call option or a put option, you are putting money up. Say you put $500 up for a contract that expires in December, and it's a $60 call. I don't know how much they cost, but say it's $500. If December comes around and your share price doesn't move towards that $60 strike price, which it's probably going to, but just keep in mind this is an example. If you go to December, the expiration date, and your share and the share price is underneath the strike price, your option will expire worthless. You just burnt 5 $100 bills. But not only did you lose all of your investment, which is unlike stocks, unless a company goes bankrupt, right? That liquidity goes to the market makers. What do you think the market makers are doing with that money? They're continuing to kick the can. And so it's bad on 2 fronts. Not only are you losing your entire investment, that lost investment goes to the people that are kicking the can further down the road. So, and then also, I implore people, you don't need to watch the charts all day. Now, I don't know if you're day trading, I don't know if you're scalping, I really don't care what people do with their money. But if you're not day trading or scalping, there is no reason to watch the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. I look at the daily candles. That's what I look at, because if you look at the 1 minute candles, trust me, I used to day trade, and so it was fitting for back then, but trust me, it will drain you, and it will mess with your head if you watch the 1 minute candles. So no reason to do that.
I love that you brought that up, because that's exactly where I was I would say within 2 months ago. I was consistently watching the ticker. I had it on my phone. It was up. It was the most viewed app on my phone by far. Like, the percentage was insane. And I was constantly on that. It was constantly draining. And, it took a toll on me, because Perrier Peach. All right, the man. All I have is a Taco Bell Baja Blast.
There we go.
But it was draining, and I would like go home during on the weekend and just sleep the whole weekend, because I had used up all my energy in the week from looking at this and being worried and being happy and being worried and being happy and being worried. So I did stop looking at that, but I love the stock market so much. So yes, I ended up doing day trades. And to be honest, I say it, I when I first started doing options, I was like, you know what? I know AMC is going to go up to this price before this, so I'm going to buy those 145 strikes. And you know what? I burnt the hell out of my money. I gave my money up to, and then I got burnt twice on those, and I was like, no thanks. There's other options out there, guys. So, I started following a couple people that do some options, and I made some decent money that's outside of AMC, and then that gets rolled right. If you don't have to look at the ticker, guys, don't, because it's exhausting, like he says. And that kind of ties into something else that I wanted to talk about, which was, mental health. And I believe that one of the reasons why you did your meditation live stream was to enhance that and to speak on mental health and make sure that everyone takes that time for themselves and takes that time to repair their body, repair their mind, so that they can come back into the market the next week and continue to buy AMC and hold it. Oh, and GME, of course. But what made you, what was like the thought in your head that made you say, hey, I'm going to do a live stream for a meditation?
Oh, well, just to help people. And I've been doing this for a couple months now, not every weekend, but, Saturdays when I have some free time. And so, yeah, yesterday we did a live stream guided meditation. If people don't know, I used to be an alcoholic and drug addict, and clean for over 6 years of everything. I quit cigarettes even like a year and a half ago.
That's awesome, man.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know how I did it, but I do know how I did it. Like you just have to have a reason for what you're doing, right? And
Your wife.
more than half my friends are no longer alive because of overdoses. So I come from a place where like people stick a needle in their arm every weekend, and it's just terribly sad. And so you know, I struggled with anxiety and depression in my early 20s. I still deal with it. I think we all do. But I have more tools. I have a tool belt that I have acquired over the years through reading about it, through educating, through exercise, through meditation, through expressing myself, through doing music. For me, my thing is music, right? And so like the interesting thing is I'll feel anxious in situations where people don't. Like I enjoy high risk scenarios. I enjoy high risk situations, you know, like I'm highly introverted, but put me in front of a stage with a million people, dude, give me the mic, turn that up, like let's rock and roll. That's how I am. But if you see me like, I don't know, like in college, I used to have a terrible time just sitting still in class. And that was like a struggle for me, you know? So I'll get anxious in situations where most people don't, but in like risky, dangerous situations, for whatever reason, it makes I actually more comfortable. So the bottom line is I want to help people and I see people struggling. I am not unique in the slightest, not at all. You know, the older you get, the more you realize everybody is going through some BS. And, you know, some people go through it harder than others for sure. But at the same time, everything is relative. So like people joke about that saying first world problems, right? Like, you know, we live in the United States, like we have it pretty darn good compared to everyone else. But at the same time, if that's what you're born into and that's all you know, well, then it's relative. And so everybody struggles. And I just want to help people. And I've made it out of a very dark place that I never thought I would ever make it out of. And so I know that getting better and having a better life is possible. And I want to share that with people. That's it.
And you know what? We are here for a better life. This is why, I mean, we're here for a lot of reasons, guys. A lot of us, there's a ton of apes that are a little bit older, or, you know, myself and Jackson's age, where our families, our parents were hit and hurt by 2008. And this is another reason for us to hold on. And then we have a reason that we all love AMC and GameStop, and we want to make sure these companies survive. And we're angry that hedge funds had the audacity to say, you know what? These companies don't need to exist anymore. And, you know, we came together and said, no, that's not what we want to, that's not what we're about. So I'm with you on that. And that's great that you are coming out and doing that for the apes, because not everyone is on the level yet to understand that that's what we need to do. Because, I mean, I've been holding on since January 29th. I know that you post every once in a while, like, you know, holding for day. What day are we on?
Oh, so that's not how long I've been holding AMC. Oh. I know it looks like that, but I'll clarify it real quick.
Okay.
No, so that is the number of trading days from when I transitioned to only trading options to mainly trading shares. So I started out trading options only. And then whatever 100 and something days ago, trading days, not calendar days. Right. I switched to just shares. So I know it looks like it totally looks like what you're saying, but I've been holding since February.
Oh, fantastic! You got in early with us too. I love it. Yeah.
I bought it $8.
Yeah, my average is just below 10, like 980 something, which is it's been going up and up and up. When it was down in that $5 region, man, I loaded up. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. And I honestly can say this now, buying in January and then continue buying in February, I never would have thought that in August that we'd still be holding on. I never would have thought. I thought this was going to be an in and out, maybe a month, 2 month play. And here we are, like, growing our wealth of knowledge by researching DD and digging into companies and figuring out who runs what. It's just, it's incredible. Like the stuff that we've encountered, the creativity, like yourself with your music, which is fantastic, by the way. Apes bringing, you know, art and so much. Then I'm seeing these NFT arts coming around. Like, it's a whole another world is opening up for us, guys. One last thing that I had written down was, I believe it was the same video that we talked about from the whole time so far. BBIG, SPRT, MMAT, squeeze possible from hedge funds losing grip on plays. So when you had said that, what I took from that was that obviously hedge funds are not in one play. They have an entire risk management team and play team that they go in and into probably thousands of plays. So they could most likely have short positions on BBIG, SPRT, and MMAT, and with their collateral requirements becoming, or their margin requirements becoming more, and them losing money on AMC and GME consistently, especially these last 3 weeks, they've lost a lot of money. They could be losing grip because they've had to cover some of those positions to make those shares run up, to get that capital back, so that they can continue kicking the can from AMC and GME. Is that in reality kind of what you were talking about?
Yeah, for sure. So what I was talking about was highly speculative, you know.
Of course. I mean, everything is.
I didn't even know more than 2 stocks existed until people started talking about BBIG. But so okay, yeah, no, you're spot on. The same short hedge funds will short a lot of the same stocks. Like some hedge funds short more than others, and we've learned what those hedge funds are, right? And so possibly some of the same hedge funds are shorting AMC as they're shorting BBIG. And so they're losing collateral, they're losing cash on these BBIG short positions, or MMAT, TCAT, Root, whichever one it is. You know, first of all, they could be losing cash, and they need that cash to meet the margin requirements for their AMC and GME short positions. So that's the first facet of it. The second of it is, well, there's many actually, but the second is psychological, and it's just letting the people know they're not too big to fail. And so if these short hedge funds keep taking loss after loss after loss, it's like eventually they're going to throw in the towel or go bankrupt. So that's the psychological aspect of it. It's just showing them that retail is not going to back down. And then, you know, the third part of it, which might be the most important, is, and you talked about you doing it with other plays, a lot of apes might play BBIG or Root or what have you, SPRT, and they might funnel their winnings back into AMC and GME. So it's threefold. It's like a win-win-win situation. Yeah.
And at the same time, guys, when there is, obviously we know that the stock, it goes up and it goes down. Any ticker is like that. So if you're confident on, you know, another play and you do want to get in, you do also have to know your risk, okay? So if there is a possibility that goes up and you're going to be using those funds to buy that share price or option, whatever you decide to do, in the thought that it's going to go up, or if you buy a put and you think it's going to go down, whatever you may do, and if it does the opposite of that, you're in a position worse than you were before. So you do have to take that into account, guys. If you're going to put that money into AMC and hold it, fantastic. But if you want to put it into a different play, just know that it's not a guarantee that it's going to go up. There's likelihood, from what I've seen across the board, from Root, from SPRT, BBIG, and MMAT, there's likelihood that they're going to run. Honestly, especially SPRT and BBIG, in my opinion. But Martian actually wants to ask you, Jackson, what your personal thoughts are on MMAT. If you have.
Oh, I don't even pay attention to it, man.
That's what I thought.
I only look at AMC and GME.
There's 2 stocks, man. In reality, there's 2 stocks, and these other ones just came across my radar this week. I did not know about them until this week. And
same.
Is it concerning? A little bit, but at the same time, I could also just be me thinking the worst for everything, because I think the hedge funds are pulling everything out from their sleeves. Like, what else do they have lined up for us? You know what I mean?
There's nothing else they can do. But Martian, I appreciate that question, though. I appreciate that.
Yeah. No. Wait. I hope so. I have a nice chin, a nice position, a nice chin. I'm sorry. A nice position, and just plan on holding it until 2022. Speaking of 2022, I've heard a lot of in my opinion, shills, saying that if this MOASS continues into 2022, that the apes will lose interest and sell. Now, let me just nip this in the butt real quick. The apes that have bought in now and continue to watch my channel, Jackson's, everyone's channel, are not going to sell just because the year changes to 2022. That is going to mean absolutely nothing but make them angrier and buy more. So all that stuff that if you guys hear, oh, the apes aren't going to hold past 2022, we're going to hold because we got diamond freaking hands. Let's continue. West Virginia crypto miner. I have a nice position in AMC and plan on holding it until 2023. It's okay, bro. I like the enthusiasm there. I'm definitely gonna look up that Chewy history with Ryan Cohen because I want to get some more information about that. Because if he does, I mean, I'm sure he's going to implement those strategies onto GME. So big things are going to be coming there. As a whole, Jackson, how do you feel? Like how has your conviction continued to grow? Why do you continue? I know you said that you're out here to help the apes, and we love that. But now you're reaching out and you're doing stuff with other people. You're doing stuff with Astro. You're coming onto my channel. You're branching out and doing more stuff. Your music. So how did your conviction continue to grow? How do you stay confident in yourself? How do you stay confident in your beliefs?
I've seen too much to know what is going to happen in the future. And I can't help anybody with their conviction. That's a personal journey, like I can only show you the path, but you have to walk it. And so just because my conviction is at level 100 out of 100, that doesn't mean that yours is going to be just because you watch my channel. And so I came to that conviction through many hours of research, many phone calls, many late nights, many no sleep nights, many times away from my significant other, many times completely just like focusing on this 24/7. And I've seen things that tell me where this is going to go. And it's all public data. It's not like I'm insider trading. This is all public available stuff. But the stuff that I have seen has convinced me to the point that I'm not selling until I am stupid rich. And if you want some conviction, maybe go watch my interview with Houston Wade back in April.
3 months ago.
That was the video that sent I was already very convinced, but that was the video, my first interview with Houston. I was in Texas at the time, and that was the video that put me to 100. So I don't know, if you're looking for some conviction, maybe watch that. But at the same time, like I can't hand you my conviction. Trading is a personal journey. It's a personal game. At the end of the day, it's your money. You hit the buy button, you hit the sell button. Same thing as it's my money, and I hit the buy button when I want, and I hit the sell button when I want. My conviction is through the roof because of the things that I've seen and the things that I've become to know. And everybody's journey is going to be different. Some people think AMC is a scam, so their conviction is negative 100. You know what I mean? And there's nothing that I can do to change that. But they came to that through a series of, it's all the scientific method. You go through testing and you go through data and you go through hypotheses and like Astro's theory. We'll see if that plays through to fruition, and it probably will, in all honesty.
4 green weeks. Are we gonna have a green month? We're gonna have a green month. Oh man. Yeah. I'm super excited for this next week, man. My heart's already racing for Monday. I can't wait to wake up and pre-market and see what's gonna happen. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for all of you guys. I'm stoked for everyone that holds the lotto ticket of GameStop and AMC. You guys are gonna be able to do so much for yourselves, for your families, and for your friends. For the community around you, the people that weren't able to get into AMC and GME because they didn't hear about it, you're going to be able to help them out if that's what you want to do, in the future. So that's just amazing that the apes that care so much about one another and care so much about a transparent market is gonna have this much money flooding into their accounts and being able to change the world, guys. So it's a great time to be an ape. It's a great time to be an ape. The West Virginian crypto miner, 4 green weeks. I love it. I'm not selling until the MOASS. Absolutely, Pam. Pam's bullish. I mean, I've been bullish from the get-go. You know what? There's been, I mean, with anyone who watches my videos, because I did get someone that emailed me this, or DM me the other day and said, hey man, why were you saying that you're bearish on AMC? I'm never bearish on AMC. I am 100% bullish on AMC going to MOASS, but you got to understand that, like, there are cycles and it does go up and it does go down. So for a time period, I may believe that we have a pullback. That means in that time period that we're on a bearish route. That doesn't mean that I'm not bullish across the board. So when in doubt, zoom out. Let's see. Is there anything super special that we have to get into in here? Because man, we got 25 people in here. Jax, you're bringing all the people to my channel. I love it. Thank you, everyone, for holding.
Bring more. Bring more. I'm drunk with power. I want more popularity.
Hey, can you promise us that post MOASS you're going to continue putting out music?
Oh, yeah.
Martian, can you promise us that post MOASS you're going to continue putting out music? Because there's no way I'm not following the Apes music after this, too. It's just got to be a thing. Bullish every day. Brooke says pay it forward. Absolutely. And you know, a lot of people have a lot of ideas of what they're gonna do post MOASS, how they're gonna spend their money. But just I always gotta tell you this, guys. Make sure that you have income. Don't just blow all your money on fancy cars and fancy houses and tools and toys. Have income. You know, have a plan. You know, pay your taxes so that you can continue to live a life of luxury.
Assets versus liabilities.
I mean, me personally, I'm gonna go into real estate afterwards. I mean, now I do need to see how the market is going to be after all this, because I am nervous about the housing market. However, real estate, I believe, is going to be where it's at. But Jackson, was there anything else that you wanted to go forward on this? This is not going to be like the longest upstreams of all time, but anything else you wanted to say? There was actually one person that wanted to come on here and say hello to you. I believe you know him. M. James? Do you know M. James?
Oh yeah, that's my guy, man.
Okay,
that's one of my moderators. I love him.
I figured he was a moderator of yours. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna give him a link real quick, and he wants to say a quick hello to you and to the group. And then we'll answer some questions and see what they got. M. James, I'm about to send you a link, so hop on real quick. Like, really, really quick. Super quick. There it is. Dang, what just happened?
Yeah, that's a good dude right there.
Jackson, you just crazy jumped my followers on Twitter, too.
Oh, you deserve it, man. Let's get you some more.
We're almost to 1,000 on Twitter. Like we are 52 away. We're getting there. And then by the way, because I know I haven't been able to say this to you because I haven't caught you in any of the chats, but dude, congratulations on 40K subs.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's so great, man. I mean, that's just crazy. I couldn't even imagine 40K subs. M. James, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
M. James, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Great, man.
We got the mod crew in here. What did you call yourself, M. James?
We're called the Mod Squad, man.
Oh yeah, but you were like Master Mod or something.
The Mega Mod.
Mega Mod. That's what it was. That's actually how the first time I ever saw M. James' name come across a chat was in Claybro's chat, and it said, "I'm the Mega Mod M. James." I mod for trades. I mod for this person. I was like, damn, really? That's a lot of mods.
Yeah, I'm on about 8 channels.
Oh my gosh.
So does Vegas Chef Andrew. I know Transparency Project's pretty high up there too, but Jackson Hunter was one of the first people I modded for, man. And he was one of the first people I saw regarding AMC.
Jackson, you are the second person that I saw that maybe get that kept my conviction to buying AMC. The first person that I saw was it was Trade Trades. And then I started watching Trade Trades, and then I went to go look for a video, and for some reason I typed something wrong, and Jackson Hunter video came right up, and I was like, we're gonna watch this one. And then once I saw Jackson Hunter, I was like, how many other people are talking about AMC on YouTube? And then I opened up my research. I was like, holy moly, there's so many of us.
Yeah,
So that's just that's awesome, man. So M. James, how you doing, man? How's it out there? I forgot you guys are both in California. Enjoying that? Great. Is it good weather out there right now?
It's pretty smoky. Northern California is pretty smoky right now, man. But
Yeah, fires.
yeah, there's fires all over the place, man. It's pretty bad air quality out.
That sucks, man. I remember back when I lived in California a couple of times. That's never good. Hopefully you guys stay safe.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly staying inside right now. I have a baby due next week.
Oh my god.
My wife is just trying to stay safe and healthy, man.
Well, obviously, congratulations on the baby. That's number 2, right?
Yeah, two little girls.
We got another 8
That's awesome,
joining
man.
the world, man. Oh, that's so awesome, man. And then those daughters of yours, man, they're gonna be financially free forever because we got this lotto ticket right here for us. Jackson, do you have any kids? I don't know if you have any children.
No children.
Nope, same here. So I'm James. You're the only one here with kids. So guys, Jackson Hunter, thank you so much for coming on here, giving us the wealth of your knowledge that you have. Please, everyone, go subscribe to his YouTube channel, Jackson Hunter. What's your @ on YouTube? Is it @ Jackson Hunter? I need to tag it in here.
Jackson Hunter, no spaces.
Jackson Hunter, no spaces. So definitely get on YouTube and get him a subscription, and then follow him on Twitter, because the information that he posts out too is not just his. He's retweeting other people's information, and it's really, really good. It's stuff that I use on a daily. So let's get that posted in here as well. There you are, Jackson. I like how you have that for your Twitter. I need to do that. It says twitter.com/jhuntermav. I need that.
I want to change that, man, but somebody already has Jackson Hunter.
What?
Yeah, I want to change my IG and my Twitter. I've been trying to for a long time, but somebody has it.
Oh my gosh.
I will pay them to have Jackson Hunter for IG and Twitter.
Yeah, we got to find out who that is. You heard it here, guys. Jackson Hunter wants that handle.
It's weird. I'll look it up and it says it doesn't exist.
Okay, I wonder if someone had it before and they canceled it. I wonder if that makes it so that it's never usable. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, I think so.
That would be absolutely terrible. But M. James, was there anything that you wanted to say? I mean, I know you've been making a killing on options last week, bro.
Yeah, man, just keep holding on. I mean, we're so close. Every day is one day closer. I mean, we don't have to set dates. Just know the longer we wait, the closer we are.
Yeah,
It's
I
as
mean,
simple as it gets.
plus the longer we wait, the more people are going to be joining in. I mean, like you were saying before with the buying pressure, with the more apes that's coming on, that's going to increase that buying pressure, because we're not backing off. We're not saying, yeah, no, we bought enough. No, this is something that we continue to buy into. This is a movement for us. This is something that we're gonna remember forever. This is we're gonna think back in 10 years, and you remember when we were holding on for the MOASS?
Oh my gosh.
While we're sitting in our infinity pools.
It's gonna be a beautiful memory,
We're gonna
dude.
miss it a little
Yeah,
bit.
man, that's gonna be a huge nostalgic memory for us. This is how our life was created. This is how our way of life was created, and how our way of living now is, and how we can have this, and how our children can have this, and our grandchildren can have this, and the community can have this. That's just something that I want for us, and I cannot wait. Yes, this as Jackson calls it, a war of attrition. This is hard. This is not easy. So make sure that your mental health is good. Take the time to rest and spend time with family, and work out, meditate, do stuff that you enjoy, do stuff that makes you happy, spend time with people that make you happy. But Monday through Friday, AMC and DME makes you happy. So we're gonna wrap this up, guys. I appreciate both of you guys for coming on. Jackson, thank you so much for coming on here and supporting my channel. M. James, thank you so much for coming to my channel every day and being a moderator. You are awesome. Both of you guys are amazing. Both of you guys are great apes. I look forward to holding on to this for as long as possible with you guys. And next week is going to be freaking fantastic. If there's anything else you guys have to say, go ahead and say it to the chat before we end it.
M. James, hey, thank you so much for being my mod, man. You were there from the beginning. you do so much work that you don't have to. I don't think people realize these people volunteer to do this. You know, he asked me if he could be a mod, and I was like, I didn't even know what mods were, to be honest. You know, and I was like, sure. But then like he does so much for me. Like people say a lot of mean things about all of us YouTubers, and my mods make it so that I don't really have to see it. So they do that, but they do a lot more than that. And M James, I love you, brother, and I'm forever indebted to you, man. And AMC Vigilante, thank you for having me on too.
Absolutely, man. You know, we're always in debt to you for the DD that you put out, the content that you put out, and you know, the reach that you have that you're able to give to these apes is fantastic. I can't wait for your channel to hit 100, 200,000 subscribers so that even more apes can see the information that you give out. And, you know, I'm sure you know this, but a ton of them pull conviction from you. So I love the stuff that you pull out, that you put out, and we appreciate it, man. So thank you so much for coming on. Next week is going to be fantastic. And I will definitely talk to both of you guys next week.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. You have a good one. All right, guys, that was Jackson Hunter here giving support to the AMC Vigilante, showing, or, you know, giving his wealth of knowledge on the stuff that we may not know. You know, he's taking the time and the effort to dive into this and to gather the information that he has for us. And I use that from not just him, but from many people that give out DD. You know, and even technical analysis on the charts. I'm watching that as well. You know, Merc Trades gives good information. I always say his name in here. Jackson is throwing out some fantastic information. I believe he does daily, if not multiple times a week, videos on, you know, the status of AMC and GME, the stuff that's going on with regulations. And it's not just, you know, AMC's at $35, AMC's at $45, AMC's at $55. No, he's giving us information. He's giving us links. He's giving us real-time view of the stuff that he's found for us in a summary. So he's taken his time and shrunk it down for us. Every one of you guys, I appreciate all of you for coming in and stopping in and giving me support and listening to Jackson. 31 likes in here, fantastic. 1 dislike, we probably know who that is, but whatever. It is what it is, guys. I appreciate all of you. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm starving, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So as always, guys, stay vigilant.
She on the ground without a plan, now she got her OnlyFans. She want the bands, now you fan, out here flexing on the ground. She only draws a foreign, call you when she is bored, and she never had a plan, she got her OnlyFans. She on the ground without a plan, now she got her OnlyFans. She want the bands, now you fan, out here flexing on the ground. She only draws a foreign, call you when she is bored, and she never had a plan, she got her OnlyFans. She live up in the hills, she gotta pay her bills. She got an attitude on God, that's why she taking pills. She got her OnlyFans, don't judge when you a fan. Designer on demand, life's hard without a plan. She in the hills, she in LA, if you got drugs, pass it away. She want the bands up in the safe, she wanna know where she can stay. Everything she wanted, lifestyle on point, and try to fall in love when she's so private and so boring. She on the ground without a plan, now she got her OnlyFans. She want the bands, now you fan, out here flexing on the ground. She only draws a foreign, call you when she is bored, and she never had a plan, she got her OnlyFans. She on the ground without a plan, now she got her OnlyFans. She want the bands, now you fan, out here flexing on the ground. She only draws a foreign, call you when she is bored, and she never had a plan, she got her OnlyFans. She only call me late night when I'm drifting away. I sent a double text and all she said was okay. Don't care about no one's feelings, she only wanna check. She went and turned into a fucking money maniac. Lil' shawty bougie, but then she bad. And if she only cared, I'd be the best she's ever fucking had. I wanna ride, hop on a wave, jump on a flight, shawty, let's rage. And if you let me rock this evening, we gon' spend it on the weekend, yeah. She on the ground without a plan, now she got her OnlyFans. She want the bands, now you fan, out here flexing on the ground. She only draws a foreign, call you when she is bored, and she never had a plan, she got her OnlyFans.